If you recognize these 9 signs, you're definitely more of a leader than a follower. There's a distinct difference between being a leader and being a follower. This difference is often seen in the way we approach situations, make decisions, and interact with others. Being a follower isn't necessarily a bad thing, but there's something empowering about knowing you have the qualities of a leader. Leadership isn't about being bossy or always being in charge. It's about guiding others in the right direction while respecting their ability to make choices on their own. Let's delve into these 9 signs. If they resonate with you, then you're definitely leaning more towards leadership than followership. Ready to discover if you're more of a leader than a follower? Let's get started. 1. You naturally take charge. Leadership is often synonymous with initiative. Think about it. If you're the one stepping forward and taking the reins when a situation is unclear, you're definitely showcasing a significant sign of leadership. It's not about domineering or bossing people around. It's about recognizing when there's a need for someone to step up, and doing so without hesitation. Leaders are those who are comfortable with taking on responsibility and guiding others towards a common goal. They don't wait for someone else to make decisions, they make them. If you find yourself naturally taking charge in various situations, whether at work, at school, or even amongst friends, then it's a clear indication that you're more of a leader than a follower. 2. You're not afraid to stand alone. A sign that really speaks to me about being a leader is the willingness to stand alone. I remember a time in my previous job when our team was faced with a difficult decision. The majority were leaning towards an easy but short-term solution. I, however, felt strongly that we should choose the more challenging long-term solution, which would be beneficial in the long run. Despite initially standing alone in my viewpoint, I voiced my opinion, backed it up with logical reasons, and stood firm on my stance. It was intimidating, especially when some colleagues disagreed strongly. Yet, I knew it was the right thing to do. Eventually, after some more discussions and debates, the team came around to my perspective and we decided to go with the long-term solution. This incident confirmed to me that being a leader often means standing up for what you believe in, even when you're standing alone. If you're able to do this, you are definitely showing signs of being a leader rather than a follower. 3. You embrace change. Leaders don't shy away from change, rather they welcome it as an opportunity for growth and innovation. They understand that change is a constant in life, and the ability to adapt is a crucial skill. One of the key traits of successful leaders is their ability to navigate through uncertainty and change. The study revealed that leaders who are adaptable and can shift their strategies in response to change are more likely to succeed. If you find yourself not just accepting change, but actively seeking it out as a chance to learn and evolve, you're likely more of a leader than a follower. Leaders see the potential in change rather than just the difficulties. 4. You inspire others. One of the most telling signs you're a leader is your ability to inspire those around you. It's one thing to manage people, but it's another entirely to motivate them to grow and achieve more. Leaders are often visionaries, able to see the big picture and share that vision in a way that inspires others to action. They encourage others to reach their full potential and celebrate their successes. If people around you often look up to you for guidance, or if they feel motivated and energized after talking with you, consider it a sign of your leadership. You're not just directing them, you're inspiring them to be their best selves, which is what true leaders do. 5. You're a good listener. This might come as a surprise, but being an effective leader isn't just about how well you speak or command, it's also about how well you listen. Leaders are great listeners. They value the opinions and ideas of others and are open to feedback. They understand that they don't have all the answers and that everyone on the team has something valuable to contribute. If you find yourself actively listening to others, showing empathy, and making decisions that take into account the thoughts and feelings of your team. Then you're exhibiting a leadership trait. Good leaders know that it's through listening that they gain the most insight and perspective. 6. You genuinely care about others. It's often said that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Leadership is no exception. Leaders have a genuine concern for the well-being of those they lead. They invest time and energy into developing their team, understanding their needs, and supporting them in both their professional and personal growth. If you find yourself genuinely caring about the success and well-being of others, and if their triumphs make you as happy as your own, then you're displaying a heart of a leader. Being a leader is more than just about achieving goals. It's about people, connections, and relationships. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels valued and supported. That's the kind of leadership that leaves a lasting impact. 7. You're not afraid to admit your mistakes. Leadership isn't about being perfect. It's about being accountable, even when things go wrong. I recall a time when I made a significant error on a project at work. The mistake cost the team time and resources, and I felt terrible about it. However, instead of trying to cover it up or shift the blame elsewhere, I admitted my mistake openly. By taking responsibility for my actions, apologizing to the team, and working diligently to correct my error, I was able to turn a negative situation into a learning experience for myself and others. Mistakes are inevitable, but how we handle them is what truly defines us. If you can admit when you're wrong and take steps to make things right, you're demonstrating a key characteristic of a true leader. 8. You're constantly learning and growing. Leaders are lifelong learners. They understand that there's always something new to learn, some skill to improve on, or some perspective to consider. Whether it's reading books, attending seminars, or seeking feedback, leaders are always looking for opportunities to grow and develop. They are not threatened by their weaknesses. Instead, they recognize them as areas for improvement. If you have an insatiable curiosity and a desire for continual learning and growth, it's a clear sign of your leadership potential. Leaders know that to stay ahead, they need to keep learning and evolving. It's their thirst for knowledge that keeps them innovative and effective. 9. You lead by example. The most effective leaders are those who lead by example. They don't just tell others what to do, they show them. They set the standards and live by them, demonstrating integrity, dedication, and a strong work ethic. Your actions speak louder than your words. If you're consistently demonstrating the values and behavior you expect from others, you're embodying the quintessential trait of a leader. Leading by example is about walking the talk. It's about showing up, doing the work, and setting the bar high. That's what makes others want to follow your lead. And that's what being a leader is all about.